what we got there.
Right, today we have got the original pole float shotters. Now I get asked loads of times in shop how to make rigs, how to shot rigs up, how do you know how many shots go onto your rig. So this is going back 30-35 years these have been about now. Now they're called the Dossapiombo. Now try saying that when you've had a couple of pints. Now I'm going to have a little quiz with you here as well, Tom.
Go on then.
There is two different Dossapiombos there.
Yeah.
Why are they different?
Well, a little birdie just told me that the one on the red, with the red,
Yeah,
is
but
for...
tell the truth.
I didn't have a clue until he told me earlier. But he just told me this one's for doing small floats, this one's for doing big floats.
That's exactly what the difference
But
is.
what sizes would you use each one for?
Right, for the little one,
Yeah.
I would use that from anything from a 4x10, 4x12 float
Yeah.
up to 2, maybe 3 grams, like
Yeah.
this one.
Yeah.
This one then I would use for my bigger float, so it'd be anything from probably 1.5 grams, 2 grams up to 6, 8, 10 grams. Big
Yeah.
flat floats if you're doing them, stuff like that, you know, for the river fishing and stuff
Yeah.
like that. But anything that's bigger than say 2 grams, that's what I would use that one for. And anything less than 2 to 3 grams, as I say, down to 4x10, 4x12s, you use this size.
Right, how do they work then? Talk us through the principle.
So the principle is, there is actually a little...
Oh, look at this.
Diagram
This
on
says
the-
it better than we can, ever
Yeah.
can. Look at that, right. So we're in focus on that
This
now.
will
So
say it in English and not
what you're
Yorkshire.
doing then is putting the float stem in the little contraption at the top.
Yep.
Hey, it just says it in English.
Yeah.
Oh, is it broken English? Shot dozer to shot delicate pole floats before assembling the rig. Using this ingenious neutral buoyancy device, you can make rigs at home and store them on winders, ready for immediate use when required. I'll let you read the Italian. So yeah, basically you put your pole float stem in the Dossapiombo, put your shot in the little tray.
Yeah.
Put it in the water.
I'm going to show you.
You're going to show me? You're good in.
So I'm going to show you with the standard one. As in, I'm going to show you as in, I'm going to talk you through how you do it. We haven't actually got loads of shot and water and that with us. We've just got the float, a Dossapiombo.
Let's have a look. We're coming close.
So basically what you do is, you've got a little lip round the top of the Dossapiombo.
Yeah.
These are what they call neutral buoyancy, so they're the same density in theory as water.
Yeah.
So what you do is, on the inside of there, I don't know, you've just
see
got
the hole, yeah?
you've got a little groove and a lever. So you just pull the lever back so you can see the groove.
Yeah.
Your pole float stem sits in that groove, and then you just tighten it up
On the lever.
on the lever. So your pole float.
It's supporting that now, is it?
So your pole float's just basically sat in that,
Got it.
or locked into that position. So basically then what you do is you have one of these beauties,
Shotting tube.
shotting tube, which we sell here at the shop as well, or if you haven't got a shotting tube, a spaghetti jar, a 2 litre Coke bottle cut down, a vase,
Washing up bowl, bucket.
anything you've got, but it's got to be deep enough to for them both to work. So basically you drop that in the water and that's going to sit there then, kind of
It
thing.
needs its shot on it.
So it needs its shot. So you put your Olivet and all your trimming shots, keep putting them round that little shelf. If you've not made rigs before, these are the easiest way, because you get to learn then how many shots you want on a rig. But for the initial time, if you've never shotted a float up before, these are really, really good, because you can just keep adding and taking shot off without actually wasting them. So you just keep adding an Olivet and your little shots onto that tray, and you just keep dunking it into the water.
Yeah.
And eventually it'll sit with... I always do them at home so the full bristle is stuck out of the water.
So
that's how I shot my floats
That's
at
the
home.
ideal, like that. Then.
So to the black. And then once I get on bank, I can just fine tune them or whatever and put a couple of little trimming shots underneath my float to sit it to where I want on the day. Obviously, if it's flat calm and you're fishing squats and pinkies, you want your floats dotted really down. If I'm fishing on my long line and on the canals, just for instance, but I'm fishing for an eel, I want more of my float sticking out of the water so I can register that bite when I get one. But these are absolutely fantastic. If you're just new to pole fishing or making rigs or whatever, you just drop your shots onto the tray, as I say, drop them into the water, and basically you want to shot it so that the full bristle of the pole float is stuck out of the water. Obviously if you've got too many shots on, it'll just sink to the bottom.
Yeah.
And that is basically how they work, Tom.
Brill, so what do all these cost? How much are these Dossa Piombo to start with?
Dossa Piombos are $7.99 each.
They do some great stuff, Stomfo, don't they?
They
some
do
really
they do.
ingenious little devices.
They're a company that doesn't get the credit it deserves, I don't think. I love Stomfo as a company because they bring loads of little ingenious gizmos out and products what I like, and this is one of them. And as I say, these have been out for probably 30 odd years now. So basically the pole float shotters are $7.99 each, Dossa Piombos, and the shotting tubes that we do are $29.99. so they're about, what would you say, 18, 20 inch in height?
Could be a bit more than that. I'd say
24
definitely
inch.
18 inch.
I tell you what,
You've not.
I have.
You haven't.
I've got one of these in my pocket.
What's with the man carries a tape measure around with him?
Mostly joiners.
You've been signing them up.
That is
20 inches actually.
20 inches, what I said, isn't it?
Not bad.
Not bad. So that's 20 inches tall, and it is 6 inch wide, so it's a nice big round opening on the top of it to get a truer sizing of your floats. Don't use one with too narrow of a top opening, like an inch, or like a rod tube, say 2 inches, because the density of the water changes then, and your shotting will be miles out.
You get like that surface tension,
Yeah,
don't you?
surface tension on the water. Now there is a way of combating that a little bit. Squirt some washing up liquid into your water,
alright.
and that gets rid of some of the, not all, but it gets rid of some of the surface tension. So when you're shotting your floats, especially if you're using really fine tip floats like fibre tips and wire tips,
Yeah.
if you put some washing up liquid into your water, it helps with the water tension of the shotting tube.
Love it.